Many of us will recognize that on our screen. Celtic women tonight and tomorrow playing at the Long Center, and we are so lucky to have two of the performers there. I want to welcome Lynn Hillary and Alex Sharp. Welcome to both of you here. And I got to say, you know, we were talking during the forecast. You guys just got off the bus, the tour bus.
Yep.
Yeah, so you look great. You look magnificent. Thanks for coming on and talking about this without getting some sleep. I sure hope you're able to get a nap. Let's talk about the tour. This is the 10th anniversary tour of Celtic women. When we go there, what's it going to be like if you haven't already seen the show? Many of us familiar with it. We grew up watching it.
Yeah, it's been going for 10 years now. It's our 10th anniversary, and through the years there's been all sorts of changes, but it's still, you know, an Irish show with Irish favourites and then some original music as well, and some incredible musicians, some of the best in Ireland, I think. Owen O'Neill, Ray Fiend, these incredible musicians. And then just, you know, good singers, at least some of us.
She's just speaking better.
Are you a singer as well,
Yes,
Alex?
we're both singers.
Well, and in addition to being singers, you guys also play some musical instruments, right?
Yeah, we
Maybe.
have a fiddle player, Mairead Nesbitt, who's been there since the very beginning of the show. You'd probably recognise her, the little blonde lady who jumps her in the stage.
Yes, right there.
She's quite phenomenal.
She's incredible.
Like Mairead.
She's just rock and roll, and she's great.
Tell me why you think this production, this ensemble, Celtic Women in itself, took off and really created just an international stir and just demand and people liking it.
I think there's a lot of Irish here, so I suppose a lot of people connect to it through that. I think also because the arrangements that David Downs has done are quite stunning. He really did a spectacular job on all of the musical arrangements. And I think, you know, the music also crosses over to a lot of different kinds. It will have traditional Irish, you know, songs that people will be used to, Danny Boy or
Oh, I love that song, yeah.
Yeah, and then there will be some other classical pieces that it crosses over to as well, and maybe not necessarily in this show, but in some of the other shows it's also done some music. Well, actually there are some musical numbers, Over the Rainbow, some Over the Rainbow. So I think a lot of people can,
Relate to some part of it.
Right.
Yeah, relate to part, and they recognise the tunes, you know, and so.
Lynn, we have about a minute left, and I don't want to end this without asking you about what we can expect on stage. You were telling me that it is a full-on, big number, high production value.
Yeah, it's got, you know, it's got a bit of everything. I still get chills sometimes listening to some of the arrangements, and we've got two incredible world-class Irish dancers, and they just put on an amazing few numbers, and people just go mad for that, and just some of the best musicians, and it's very high energy, and great lighting display. We've 4 costume changes throughout the show as well. And yeah, people seem they seem to enjoy it. By the end of the show, they're wanting more.
It's a feast for the eyes and the ears.
Oh, that's a beautiful way of saying it. A feast for the eyes and the ears. I want to wish both of you the very best with your shows. Again, the shows are for Celtic Woman tonight and tomorrow at 7:30 at the Long Center. Information on your screen. Ladies, go take a nap. I know how important that is, but you look amazing and phenomenal.
Thank you.
Have a great time in our great city.
Thank you.